Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Megan here, the faithful fibromyalgia warrior. So it is Wednesday, November the 23rd, and as I hope you can see behind me, it is a sunny, beautiful day. I think it's about 10 degrees, and I'm actually out in my chair heading into town to run a couple errands. What a beautiful, beautiful day. And I know those of you who are American, you guys will be celebrating your Thanksgiving tomorrow. Of course, we don't do that here in the UK, and either as a Brit or as a Canadian, we do have Thanksgiving, but not in November. Ours is the first weekend of October. But for those of you who are celebrating tomorrow, I hope you have a lovely and fantastic and wonderful Thanksgiving. Which just goes to remind me that we are a month out from Christmas. And sorry, it's going to get loud here for a minute. I'm going over the pedestrian bridge into town, and with the traffic beneath me and a bit of wind, you might lose me for a minute. So if that happens, I apologize. You know, I was looking today. I've been working through this really amazing women's study Bible series. Well, it's a study series for women that goes along in companion with my Bible, and it's done by I think it's done by the people who do the New Living Translation. So it's just easier to read their version of the Bible, but I always read the NIV. But whatever works for you, it's all good. But what I was reading this morning was in Genesis chapter 50, and it's the part where Joseph, basically lets his long lost brothers know that, hey, look, I know that you intended to do me harm, but I'm not upset, I'm not angry, because the plan was always that God would use my life to do good, and in fact, so he has. And it just reminded me of how lucky I've been with everything that's happened. And I know it might seem crazy, but I'm thankful for everything, every illness, every ache, every pain, everything that's a challenge emotionally, everything that's a challenge spiritually, because it's brought me here. And if I wasn't someone who struggled with anxiety and depression, with an eating disorder, although I'm in recovery, but to struggle through that, if I didn't have those years of struggling, if I didn't go through every single step in my life that I have before now, I wouldn't be ready for this moment. And, that being hopefully to offer hope and encouragement to you guys that it is possible to find not only relief physically through eating the way that God has always intended for us to eat, and I will bring your attention back to always Genesis chapter 1 and Genesis chapter 9, where, it's very clear that eating a mostly animal diet was always the plan, and actually doing that will probably help you with chronic pain, inflammation, brain fog, achy joints, lethargy, anxiety, and depression, and many other symptoms. It doesn't mean that may not mean they go away completely, or it might mean they go away all completely. It's hard to say, right? Everybody is different. And as one of my favorite YouTubers will often say, that being Casey Durango from Go Keto with Casey, which is there are many paths to the final result, which ultimately we're looking for healing. If we are carrying extra weight and we need to lose weight to ease the pain in our joints, to allow us to improve our health, our mobility, our range of motion, this will help with that as well. But the reason I wanted to share that was because I just realized that there's so much that I realized happened for a reason, right? So like when I first hurt my back in 2014, And that led to my fibromyalgia and all my chronic pain and everything else. I thought that, initially I thought it'll just go away. It'll all get better. It'll clear up and I'll be fine. And when it didn't, I just had this understanding. I don't know, this feeling, call it whatever you want, this insight, this whisper in my brain. It was going to be used somehow, in some way, to bring God glory. And I think that's what's happening now. That's what was intended, right? So everything that happens can be used for something amazing. Even if what we're going through doesn't feel amazing, it can be used for something amazing, because God's intention is to use our lives in a great way. So whether that's through eating a better way, eating a way that's healthier, that heals our bodies and nourishes them, or whether it's a complete physical, spiritual, emotional, mental overhaul in the process, whatever is meant to happen, that's the intention. Is that somehow what we learn can be used to help somebody else. And that's why I say, like, would I have asked for all of these challenges? No, I wouldn't have. But I'm glad I have them, because otherwise I'd never be who I am now. And I never would be able to try to offer hope and sympathy for other people if I wasn't going through it myself. I hope that makes sense. I'm just grateful, that I am able to feel the freedom of joy from being a disciple, from being a Christian, and not based on anything else, regardless of my circumstances, regardless of if I'm feeling extra, like my joints are extra stiff and sore, whether I'm feeling a flare-up, whether I'm not, whether I feel like, oh, I shouldn't have had that, now I need to move forward, whatever it is. I'm grateful, because if I wasn't to go through these things, I wouldn't be who I am today. And I don't want to change who I am today. And so I am thankful for the fibromyalgia and the chronic pain, and having gone through bulimia and finding recovery, finding ways to not just deal with anxiety, but to truly surrender it to God and move past it. That doesn't mean like it never happens. I have to pray to trust God with it every day, basically. And the same with food, and the same with my how I look at myself and how I feel about myself. But it is easier and easier every day, because I'm getting joy from God and not from anything outward, whether it's my physical appearance, whether it is my mobility, whether it's anything like that. That doesn't matter. And so I hope this is helpful to you guys. And although there may be times where I could possibly be, looking happy when I'm struggling inside, today, as I speak with you with full honesty, I am grateful, I am joyful, and I happen to be feeling happy because I'm a Christian. I'm blessed. Life is good, even if it has challenges, right? Anyways, that's it for me, guys. A short one this time. Hope it helps. Hope you're encouraged. Love you guys. I'll see you soon on the next one. Bye for now.